Talk on the Friday night edition. We are live on the WJRG television network, and this show is being produced by Big Don from Big Don Production. And let me just go around the panel. What's up, Big Don? God bless you, my brother.
God bless you. Everything's good, man.
Everything is good. Praise the Lord. My brother, my one and only brother, all the way in Jacksonville, Florida. And don't tell me it's 80 degrees either. I don't want to hear it.
No, it's not. See, I got a sweatshirt, all right?
Okay, so sweatshirt. All right, that's good. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How's everybody this evening?
All right.
Everybody good.
Anthony McLean, what's up, my brother? God bless.
Doing good, doing good.
And every moment moving, this brother's around. Every moment moving, never stops. Brother Kendall Tyson, what's up, Kendall?
What's happening, gentlemen?
All right, and all the way in Frederick, Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry?
Everything's good. Everything's good.
And I call Larry the Stephen A. Smith of the show. All right. We're going to get started. We have a lot to do. We have a phone number, and that's 203-875-0520. And I'm going to be looking at the comments tonight. If anybody have any comments that you want to share on Sports Talk tonight, you're more than welcome. And we'll try to read over your comments tonight as well. All right, Larry, let's do your thing, brother. Come on. Let's talk.
Okay, the first thing we dealing with is I want to get it straight for everybody. The top teams going in this playoffs, okay? We got two teams. We got 2 games. That's it for this weekend that really matters, okay? The Texans gonna win, Jaguars will win. The Seahawks in San Francisco, that's must-see TV. I think Seahawks got the total team. They remind me a little bit of Indiana, but not as good as Indiana. Because Indiana college football team is an awesome team to watch if nobody watched it. But I think the top teams coming out the NFC is very short and direct. It's the Seahawks, it's the Rams, it's Philadelphia. You should throw the Rams in there and maybe Chicago.
But Larry, can I ask you a question?
49ers.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's 49ers?
And the 49ers.
And the 49ers, I forgot the 49ers. I'm sorry.
All right, but Larry, let me ask you a question too. Is this Seattle Seahawks team as good as the one that went to back-to-back Super Bowls? You're my football man.
No. Because the reason is simple. Back then, they had Wilson, and Wilson was on top of his game back then. He could throw deep. He was he was a quarterback to be reckoned with back then. Donald is a quarterback, but you can rattle Donald. Okay.
Okay.
If you get enough pressure on Donald, he's gonna make mistakes, and they account for that in every game they play. They said he can at least throw 1 interception, and he's gonna make 1 bad play. but the defense covers that up.
Okay.
Okay,
Now.
Henry.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What are your top teams in NFC?
Well, to me, tomorrow night, we're really going to tell they're playing for the #1 seed in the NFC. Seattle, who you talked about, playing against the 49ers. And I'm picking the 49ers. I think they're going to go all the way to the Super Bowl. But we will see. That answers a lot of questions now as far as I know Carolina and Tampa Bay, between them two, but they're not really. I don't expect they'll be one and done. But I'm looking for the #1 seed tomorrow, the 49ers and the Seahawks. That game right there is going to tell me a lot.
So you're picking the 49ers over the Rams?
I'm picking the 49ers go all the way to the Super Bowl. Absolutely.
All right, you're picking them over the Rams. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Kendall. I mean, not that you go, Larry. I'll let you handle it. You're going around.
Okay, go ahead, Anthony. Give me your thoughts.
I like Seattle. I like Seattle just slightly. I know people are sort of waiting for Darno to have that Darno moment, but I just think that their defense is going to carry them. The Niners are very, very good, but the fact that they gave up all those points to the Bears just worries me a little bit. They're very good. They're very, very good. I just think Seattle's got a little bit better defense in the long run.
And do you expect them to go all the way to the NFC Championship or further?
I think they'll be there. I think they'll host it. I think it's going to be them in Philly.
Okay, Kendall.
I think in the NFC, I'm going to stay with Philadelphia. I think Sam Darnold has a very interesting back-to-back year. He has the potential to start a game, as he did with Minnesota, and to win the game. And had he won the game, he'd have the #1 overall pick. So let's see if the pressure gets to him. Brock Purdy's got 2 back-to-back 5-touchdown games. He's hot. So I'm going to ride that one. I think San Fran is going to beat Seattle tomorrow. And I think they have the X factor in Christian McCaffrey. They're missing Trenton Williams, one of their, major line people. But I just think George Kittle doesn't look like he's clicking on all cylinders. But I think San Fran will beat Seattle. I think, LA, the Rams fell off a little bit. I think Philadelphia has a straight path. So I'm picking Philadelphia versus the San Francisco 49ers for the NFC Championship. And when those teams meet, I will go with Philadelphia.
Okay, Donald?
Well, I'm not going to even talk about the 49ers and Seattle. No, I'm not jinxing my team. I'm not even going to talk about them. Bishop already pointed me out on that. He knew what I was doing. But I'm going to go with, I think the Eagles going to the championship. I think the Eagles are going. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, Jerry, what's your favorite?
Oh, that's a good one, man. I got to admit. I like the 49ers. It's hard to root against Philly. It's hard to root against them because they're the champs and they find a way to win, especially close games. Games that's close and the games that's low scoring. They have a way of winning those type of games. But I think I'm going with Philly. I got to go with Philly.
Okay, one thing, Philadelphia will not meet Seattle until they get the NFC Championship.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you don't want to duck nobody, especially in the playoffs. You want to beat them all. Beat the best.
Okay, everybody get a chance?
No, Pastor Walt and Bishop Ernest.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance.
They just came on.
Okay.
Yeah, I just came on. What was the question, Larry?
Okay, we're talking about the NFC.
Yep.
The top teams in the NFC. And will Seattle beat down San Francisco 49ers?
Yeah, Seattle's going to beat San Francisco. They got a better defense. Seattle is going to beat the 49ers. I go with that.
And who's coming out the NFC?
Oh, the Rams. Oh, no doubt.
No doubt, right?
Listen, but listen, I already told you, the Rams can beat anybody and they can lose to anybody. I mean, they didn't surprise me at all. I mean, they had nothing to play for. They're playing against their old coordinator, and they do what they always do. You know, they play down to their level of competition sometimes, which is detrimental. But yeah, they can beat anybody and they can lose to anybody. So I'm still going to Rams. I love the fact that you guys cast them aside. So that's good. I like that.
No, it's not
We
that we
ain't cast them aside.
no,
We're
not that we
looking
cast them
at them.
aside. Just that the last couple of games that they played, that they didn't look as what we expected. Put it like that.
No, they did to me.
Against the
Okay,
Falcons,
Bishop.
Atlanta, against Atlanta, Falcons?
Atlanta played. It's like what you used to say, Jerry. That's their Super Bowl. They wasn't going nowhere. They're playing at home. They're playing against their defensive coordinator. You see all the love they was about to. I thought they was going. It was had a kiss fest out there. Everybody was hugging on everything. This was their Super Bowl. They're like, let's go beat my old team. They brought in a outside coordinate to evaluate the team. That ain't good for the head coach. So they played their heart out. That defense, they never played that good for Atlanta. So yeah, and Breeshawn Robinson ran for 195 yards. I mean, that's their best game of the year. I'm good with that.
All right, go ahead, Bishop.
Well, primarily, let's go to Seattle. All right, I'm gonna tell you the pressure's too much. I'm sticking to my guns on that. But and Pastor Walt, you're not by yourself. I'm riding the Rams actually to the Super Bowl because I'm not comfortable with Philadelphia. They're too up and down for me. Seattle, well, they might get the overall #1 seed. It's a shame they're gonna have to get beat in their own house. Nonetheless, I'm riding the Rams to the Super Bowl.
Okay, let's
Boy,
go to the AFC, which I think this year the Super Bowl is going to be very competitive. It's going to be very competitive. The two top teams, the Patriots, Denver. I think Patriots got some injuries. It's barring how many people come back? Will they be strong enough to take it? Because right now in the AFC, it's the first time look like any team can come out the AFC. The Texans are tough. The Jaguars are tough. Everybody's tough. Just depends on where they're playing at. So it just depends on the matchup. So, Anthony, with all your wisdom, are the Patriots coming out of the AFC?
No.
Ooh.
I think the Patriots will host the AFC Championship game, and I think they'll get beat by the Houston Texans.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, it's the AFC is tight. Anybody can beat anybody at any time.
Everybody got quiet on that one.
Okay, Walter, come on, talk to me.
Yeah, I think I mean, I thought you was gonna leave Houston out, man. Houston's playing really good. I just don't think they have enough offense. I'm going with Denver. I think Denver's defense is elite. I'm going with Denver.
One problem I got about Denver? Denver got a good defense, but against physical receivers, they have a problem. They have a problem with physical receivers because they give up
They got a
some.
problem on the one side. The Caucasian kid on the other side, yeah, they take advantage of him. But for real, that's their throw because they're not going to throw on the other side. You got the reigning defensive player of the year, and so but their front seven is elite. So I think they'll be all right. Especially, I think isn't the Patriots running back? Isn't he hurt?
Yeah.
He's hurt. That's what I'm saying. Because he was the difference, man. Trevion. Yeah. I think so. With that being said, I think that the Broncos defense is elite. I can see them going to the Super Bowl.
So you got the Broncos, you said?
Yeah, I can see them. Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah.
They got a Super Bowl coach. They got a great coach.
Somebody got a backdrop on.
Yeah, he's got it. His you got to do a daddy thing, so it's on you, Jerry.
Okay, all right. So, talk about the AFC. Go ahead.
I'm down in Jacksonville, so you know who I'm going with.
That's right.
if Trevor Lawrence plays in the playoff like he played in the regular season, Jacksonville will be tough to beat. But I mean, it's really because Houston's capable, Denver and New England. I know they got two of the players got charges against them, and hurt. So I don't know if that's going to hurt them or not. But the AFC is really tough. But I'm going with Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, go ahead, Bishop.
Well, primarily, I'm looking at the Patriots. I'm looking at Denver. I like Denver. I think Denver will be in the championship, provided they don't have to cross. No, even if they cross the Texans, they'll be all right. But then I'm going to say this too. I will not, under any circumstance, assuming and believing that the Ravens are going to beat Pittsburgh this week, I won't throw them out of the mix. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, you got to soundly beat them first before I could say they're done. So if I'm going to take a pick, I'm going to say AFC Championship game. I'm going to throw the Ravens against the Broncos. Broncos going to the Super Bowl.
All right, go ahead, Kendall.
I don't have the Ravens in the mix. I literally have. Okay, here's an interesting scenario. New England wins gets the number one seed if Denver loses their game. Denver gets the number one seed if New England loses. If New England and Denver loses and Jacksonville wins, Jacksonville has a shot being the number one seed. Then you have the Houston Texans being tight. So there's my final four to toss them up. So I think that New England has a couple distractions. They lost their running back, and they got two guys, one dealing with a strangulation case, another guy dealing with something else. So I don't know if that's going to affect the second-year quarterback. Bo Nix, Denver, they look like the most solid team, and Houston is that X factor. So that's my pick 'em. And Jacksonville, you can't rule them out. So that's my toss them up in the AFC. I can't call them, but if I just want to start some trouble, because let me see, Anthony, who were you going with? I'll just go against you. I don't know. I just want to argue with someone. I gotta toss them up. So I will. And Henry went with Jacksonville, so I will jump on the Denver bandwagon. Why not? I don't know. New England, Denver. I think Denver has the best team. I think Houston is tough, but I think New England. I don't know. I can't call the AFC. They're nice. Remember, we had Indianapolis during the season. You know, this was just one of those years. Kansas City. We went with Kansas City, Baltimore. I can't call it this year. I just can't. I'm just speculating now. So I just think it's a very exciting year. Very
what
exciting.
Was the question? I didn't get a chance to answer it.
AFC.
I had some company coming in the house and I had to move.
Yeah, talking about the AFC, Don. Which team you think is coming out of the AFC? Denver, Houston, New England, or what?
I like Denver. I think they could come out, but I'm not sure what kind of offensive game Bo Nix is going to have. You know, if Bo Nix could just score a little bit more, I like Denver for the all-around. Better not do the Texans, but I'm going to squeeze Denver in there.
What about the Patriots? You guys don't know?
I think that defense going to hurt the Patriots. You know, this their first year looking this good, and I don't think they're ready for the big show when it comes down to it.
Okay, come on, this team here, not the franchise. Yep.
This team.
Okay, this team. All right, I'm going with Houston as well because to me they got a good defense. I'm definitely going with Houston.
Well, you know what I noticed, Jerry? We've all put Buffalo on the side now, so I guess the Josh Allen era is never really going to get to begin, huh?
No,
it's not going to get on. I agree with you.
Did Larry bring up Buffalo?
No.
Nobody has it, I remember.
No, I forgot about Buffalo for a second, to be honest.
Everybody forgot about Buffalo.
I didn't forget about Buffalo. They just wasn't in the mix to me. They done.
I agree.
Think Buffalo done?
I think it's all about matchups. Depends on who they play. You know, it's a matchup thing. You know.
And what is their seed?
With Josh Allen, they could beat anybody. You know.
Are they a 5 seed or a 6 seed?
7.
7. They're playing 2, which means they'll play
Patriots.
In New England. Yeah, okay. Well, Josh Allen can beat New England.
Just did.
So,
He just did.
yeah. And
Yeah,
they
Came
can,
back from 21 down.
but I just thought I'd throw that in the mix because I didn't hear nobody, myself included, even mention the Bills. I left them out on purpose. Because I like
Well,
what
is
Henry was
Lamar
saying.
Jackson going to be playing? That's number one.
I believe
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
already.
Henry been
He'll be
Yeah,
really
he
playing
said
good.
he was
tomorrow.
playing.
I think they're
Yeah,
going to
he's
need a
gonna
little
be playing.
more.
He said he's
Yeah,
playing.
but the coach need to act like he didn't play and let Derrick Henry run the ball. You know, you know what I mean?
I agree with that. I agree with that. But every year they do the same thing. So why
No,
to see it different this year when it comes down to the big one? They ain't gonna get Henry the ball.
If they
well,
don't
you know,
give Henry the ball, they might as well pack up, go get
that's,
some Redenbachers, and go sit down and do like the rest of us going to do. Watch the game on TV.
but you would think he would learn and say, "Wow, look at that! This Derrick Henry, he could probably carry us." We
I
let him.
thought they
You
would.
know?
I thought they would have learned 2 years ago and they didn't catch on.
Yeah,
I guess a
you
couple
know
of
what they've done. But Lamar Jackson's hurt
mind.
before. He's hurt, so they might let him carry the load. But hopefully, I mean, I don't know. I tell you what, I remember a coach that was with the Rams that got to the Super Bowl and wouldn't adapt, and he ain't in the league no more. Like Mark,
Not
he
in the
just
league no more?
throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the
Mike
ball.
Marks?
You got Marks. Yeah, you got Marshall Falk in the backfield, and you
Yep.
still trying to throw against 8 back. You got Patriots dropping 8 back, and you still trying to throw the bomb, and you got Marshall Falk, led the league in all-purpose yards in the backfield. Hand the ball off and make them tackle him.
Well, Mike Marks coined this phrase, and it was interesting. Dick Vermeer wins the Super Bowl with
Yeah,
this
Yeah.
supersonic team, the greatest show on turf. He
Absolutely.
cries his way out. He leaves. Mike
Yeah.
Marks turns it over and literally said these words: "I'm Mike Marks." They asked him a question, and one of his press conferences says, "I'm Mike Marks, and I'm smarter than you." He literally said those words. I'm like, okay. So he
That's right.
outsmarted himself.
He outsmarted himself. That's what I just said.
He outsmarted himself.
Yeah.
You got Marshall Falk. You know what I mean? You might have Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt on the side. But you got Marshall Falk. You can soften them up, man. You had Kurt Warner. I got an interesting random stat. Do you know that Sam Darnold is about to be the first quarterback in NFL history with 13 plus wins in consecutive seasons? That's a very interesting stat.
Don't mean nothing in the playoff, though, do it?
Now,
That's just interesting,
Now, hold on. Let me add to your stat.
Yeah, answer that.
Because if he gets beat down in the opening round, the first game, he'll also be the first quarterback to have 13 wins in back-to-back seasons and a first-round
exit.
That's what I said. Don't mean nothing to the playoff.
Hey, Don, I said it before. I'll say it again, like a cheap suit.
Well, Bishop, I'm going to stick with you on this one. But let me ask you something. When we're talking about the Bills, shouldn't their coach have been fired 2 years ago when they wouldn't run Henry?
I would agree.
What, the Bills or the Ravens?
The Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens. They should have been fired. That coach should have been fired 2 years ago when he wasn't running. He did 2 years back to back, and even this year, they didn't run him like they should. Only reason they're running him now because Lamar got hurt. Then it seems like they start running him.
If they don't run him for these next few games, however long they last, you can rest assured he's going to be on the block.
I'm not saying guy that fumbled the ball about 3 games in a row.
That's their problem right there.
Yeah, well,
keep that in consideration.
Don't act like Lamar didn't throw in some interceptions and had a great year this year.
I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about Lamar. I'm talking about him. He fumbled the ball in crucial situations when it counted. He fumbled the ball. Okay.
But they still should have used him a lot more than they should have.
Yeah, so he can fumble the ball.
You can't wait to the end of the season to give the guy the ball and get mad at him because he fumbled.
No, I'm not mad at him. I'm just saying, the bottom line is he fumbled in crucial situations, and then he probably do it. He might do it again.
He might.
He had a little. Everybody get that little, time.
A little slump. A little slump. You want to say, right?
He's been through it. He's running now.
Unmute yourself, Larry. I see your mouth moving, but your mic is muted. Somebody tell him unmute himself.
Hey, unmute yourself, Larry. Unmute.
Unmute yourself, Larry.
Okay, the fact is the Ravens going to clean house if they lose to Pittsburgh. Lamar Jackson's making $75 million next year, guaranteed if they keep him. They talking about canceling his contract because of injuries and not performing. You know, what do you think about them letting Lamar go if they got to pay him $75 million this next year because of his health and poor performance?
Well,
Start with you, Walter.
Ain't no way in the world they're letting him go. Who you gonna bring in his place?
But $75 million,
He's two-time MVP, bro. I mean,
$75 million.
it doesn't matter. Dak is the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Dak makes 63.
Yeah, you said next year, but right now Dak is the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. So who are you gonna replace him with?
But for $75 million, I go get me somebody.
Who?
like who?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who?
I go to the draft.
There ain't nobody in the draft
So
worth talking about.
you're gonna take a person that never played in the NFL and replace a two-time MVP with him. Okay.
Has Lamar's
People be
performance
following him
improved
right out the
every
door.
year?
Yeah.
Has Lamar's performance improved every year?
No, he's been hurt last couple of years. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they tried to save him from himself this year because they wanted him in the playoff run and he still got hurt. That's why that's why they don't want to run him, which is what makes him so dynamic. You know what I mean? So yeah. But no, I can't see them get rid of him. I mean, who you gonna bring in there?
But they talking about, they say either they're gonna lower his contract, he got to accept something lower, or they might let him go. Anthony, what do you think about that?
That would be the silliest move in the franchise if they let him go. I mean, I could see having him take a pay cut, but they've asked him to carry this team and carry this team and carry this team. And if you let him go strictly for money reasons, you get what you deserve. Hello, they'll wind up being, they'll go back to the Elvis Gerbach and Chris Redmond days if they let him go.
That far back, huh?
Yeah, but they spent so much money on that team now. I mean, they spent out.
True. No, just have them for a pay cut. Just take make it more incentives or what have you. But if you let him go, he'll come back and haunt you. Especially if you let him go to a team in the AFC.
Well, we know he's still young. How old is Lamar Jackson? About 30?
29.
31?
I want to say right. I think he'll be 30 by start of next season.
Okay, because I know Green Bay let Aaron Rodgers go, and a lot of sometimes they let quarterbacks go. I mean, franchise players.
They let Aaron Rodgers go, Jerry. Aaron Rodgers' attitude. That's the main reason.
They still let him go. Whatever the attitude.
It was his attitude. I mean, look, you trying to run a team. Don't come in here and act like you the boss. You the quarterback. That's it. Stay in your place.
Aaron Rodgers was a little bit up there in age when they let him go, too.
Yeah, he was.
That's the main reason. Acting like a social security specialist, and they said, listen, go collect your check, man.
So you might put up with a young man foolishness, but not an old man.
No, I mean, just because you're old, because Tom Brady was old, too. And he went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and won the Super Bowl.
They let him go, too.
Yeah.
They let him go. They let him go.
They'll let Lamar Jackson go. That's my point.
But that was a big mistake.
Even Matthew Stafford, didn't he play for Detroit one time for a while?
They traded him. They traded him for.
They let him go. They still let him go. Whatever how they did it.
They traded him for a first-round draft for a number one draft pick. They traded him for their quarterback they have now. Great move.
But do you think something going on with Lamar Jackson? Because if you've been watching him over the years, I don't know what he's doing when he's not playing, but sometimes he looks like he's not focused on the game, to me.
I agree with that too, Larry. Well, go ahead, Don.
I think he's having a bad season. If I was the owner, I'd try to build up my defense a lot more, try to get everybody on that offense healthy, and the Ravens could come back. Don't go get rid of no Lamar thinking that it's not going to take you a long time to build because it will take you a long time to build. I think they need a tougher defense because their offense has still got all the pieces except for maybe the front line there could use some help. But you definitely don't go getting rid of Lamar. I keep Lamar and Henry. I'll figure out a way to build around them boys.
There you go.
But just like I think Larry said, Don, well, let's just say if they traded him and let's say they got 5 draft picks. Then look at the Patriots. They only took them about 3 years to build. right?
Yeah.
Because Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay was the number one and number two team in the league. I mean, so it took about 3 years to rebuild.
If they want to look at it that way, but that's a big chance to take, and I just wouldn't take it.
Now, what is everybody talking about? I'm not falling asleep in meetings. Everything is fine here.
All right. Who's got the background going?
Who's in the background?
Likes it where he is.
I don't know. Either somebody's in our frequency or they're having an HOA.
Okay,
meeting.
Kendall, would you continue to pay 75? Pay him 75 million next year with his performance?
Probably not. I'd probably try to get him to work it out so I can get more people. I think he could probably be. First of all, he's been injured a little bit, but also, I've been watching him a little bit. He seems to be on the run a lot. So I don't know what's going on with the offensive line. Never researched it. But you got a guy who's usually rushing for 800 or 900 yards. And you're wondering if some of those hits have caught up to him. Maybe that's why, when the playoffs come along, they say, hey, we're going to need you for the duration of the playoffs, be a pocket player. I wouldn't want, I don't think he has played up to being a $75 million man. I would want to keep him and wonder if I could defer some of the money. So I would justify it like Tom Brady did it all along. I would justify it so I can make sure that my offensive line was intact. Because when Tom Brady played at the same time Eli Manning played, Eli Manning was the highest paid quarterback out of all the quarterbacks. He made more money than any quarterback. I think Dak Prescott is going to pass him now after this last contract, and I think even Lamar will do it. But Tom Brady would make a lot of decisions so he keep that offensive line. People don't realize that about him, So I hope that I wouldn't pay him $75 million.
That was only smart. I mean, I'm not gonna have somebody come out there and bury me like a pancake every other play. I'd rather have a couple of plays. But Lamar, I mean, he ain't going nowhere. But in case he does, fellas, I'm just saying, hello, Mr. Quessy. Yeah, Lamar's available, man. Yeah, wipe out the entire left side. That's what I'm saying. We need a quarterback. Come on, somebody, help a brother out. I'd love to have Lamar Jackson.
Okay, but has Lamar been proven passer, you think, over the past 5 years?
Yeah. I mean, he's having a bad year.
MVP and not.
League.
2 times.
You always gotta win it when you're hot, because you don't never know when you're gonna have that cold year, and this was a cold year for him. You always gotta win it when things are going good. You better win it then, because you don't know if you're gonna get back or not.
That's right. That's right. Oh, wait a minute. He's never been, huh, Henry? I'm sorry.
The only thing Larry's saying, to take Russell Wilson, when he went to 2 back-to-back Super Bowls. Then after that, he was just about done. Okay? I mean, sometimes you reach your peak, you reach your prime, then you start going down. And we'll see how Lamar do next year. But he had an average year this year. We can say because of injuries or whatever, he had an average year. And maybe he wasn't focused. I don't know. Got to make all them commercials. One time him and Henry doing State Farm and all that. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't focused, but you just don't want to pay a guy $75 million. Then he get that money. Then he's not playing the way he should. Like
that's true. True.
Like the running back from Philly, he got paid all that money. What's his name?
Yeah, stop.
Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
He got all that money in that. What did he do this year?
Nothing.
Year's not over yet.
He ain't got no blocking though.
And then the year's not over.
You guys actually think those guys can run without blocking, but they actually.
There you go.
I don't care how
they ain't paying his blockers; they're paying him.
But
No,
also
they
playing
the
blockers too. Can't run without offensive line, man.
So if you say, so let's say we got a problem and it's not Lamar, then it's the coach. Do you think the coach should be on thin ice?
Yes, he should have been on thin ice 2 years ago.
Yeah, without a doubt. Ben got rid of him. What you think, Rob? Say something.
Well, I look at it. Well, Lamar's been hurt this year, and a lot of it got to do with the coach because Henry, a lot of times they didn't give him the ball when they should have. So now he got Sunday's game. All right, Lamar said he's going to play. It can't lose, man. He lose to not going to the playoffs.
True.
So then you got to look at it as an owner. Okay, What has Lamar done for me in the playoffs? Has he brought me to the Super Bowl?
No.
No. So now, just like with Dak, Dallas is paying him all that money, so you can't get other players. So if they pay him $75 million, so can they afford to build up their defense? So it means he's a great player, but the whole key is now if he takes Baltimore the way it is now and he wins Sunday, he got at least win Sunday. You know, they get in the playoffs and then do some, because now this is this year, we talk about Josh Allen. Here's another Lamar. No Patrick Mahomes. So if he gets in the playoff, what is he going to do?
That's true.
You have to sit back and look at it as an owner and say, well, okay, if I pay him $75 million, then I can't really build the rest of the team up. How did if Lamar does, let's say they go to the AFC Championship, man, you got to get the man his money. But we'll see. But if I was Lamar, because he's his own agent, I would take a pay cut if my team don't do good and try to get some other guys on the team.
Okay.
I like that.
I mean, that makes
Good
sense.
idea.
It makes a lot of
You
sense.
know, because two things gonna happen if they don't beat Pittsburgh. Either the coach gonna be gone because they gave him too much rope and things ain't getting better.
Well, Larry, Pittsburgh's
had
not a
to-
bad team, is it? Pittsburgh is that bad of a team where if they don't beat
I mean,
Pittsburgh?
Ravens might get a new coach, and Pittsburgh might get a new coach.
But what
He
I'm
might
saying, you
step
make it
down.
sound like if they lose to Pittsburgh, it's like Pittsburgh beat some pretty good teams this year. I mean, come on.
But Aaron Rodgers,
You got the
he
best
shouldn't lose to
roster
Aaron
in
Rodgers,
the
man.
NFL. Come on. I mean,
Pittsburgh is not getting a new coach. This man's had a winning record since he started coaching, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I might be off by a year or two. They're not going to get rid of him. They'll just look for another quarterback and add a few extra pieces. What's his name? Mike Tomlin ain't going nowhere. Now, I agree. The Ravens coach he is in the hot seat like right now. This is a must win for them Sunday. A absolute must win. He playing for his job, basically.
Okay.
I agree.
but the thing is, they want him to step down
Mm-hmm.
on his own. They don't want to fire him. Pittsburgh don't want to fire him.
Mm-hmm.
And they even think about taking a year off. He just took a year off and get his self-composure back together because they haven't gone anywhere in the last, in the last almost 10 years.
But they went further this year than we all expected.
Exactly.
But it's mediocre. It's mediocre. It's barely getting into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, maybe if they beat the Ravens, it's going to say a lot for them too now.
At the end of the day, a win is a win, regardless of how you get it.
Right. You made it to the playoffs. I don't care if you had to crawl into the playoffs. You made the playoffs.
No.
And
But
let them beat the
Pittsburgh
Ravens. That's gonna
standards
look good.
are like Dallas. If Dallas don't make it to the playoffs, they had a bad year.
You want to say something, Anthony? Go ahead.
I think the thing with Tomlin, though, I think he's built up enough that he can leave on his own. I don't think they'll ever fire him. He's the fact that he's never had a losing record, and the fact that he's won a Super Bowl, he has that clout. I know that they've been doing the 9-8 train the last couple of years, but because of it's more about his body of work than just this year. And yeah, the expectations are high because it's the Steelers, but he's probably the only coach in the league where he could literally dictate, I'm going to retire. I don't think the Rooney's will ever out and out fire him unless he has like a lousy year. Put it this way. There's a better chance of Aaron Glenn getting fired than Tomlin.
There's a better chance of Minnesota winning the Super Bowl next year.
Tomlin got one more year on his contract.
But Anthony, you brought up a good point because when Donald brought up about rebuilding, all right, for example, we was talking about rebuilding. Now, Pittsburgh always been consistent for the last so many years. So they're always been rebuilding. They didn't win a Super Bowl in, like I said, in 10 years, but they didn't take a big skid either going downward. You know what I'm saying? So he always kept his team afloat. He always kept that team afloat, even though there wasn't, the number one seed or there wasn't a KC, but there was always a float. It was always right there. So that was his way of rebuilding his team. More than they try to bring in two.
What would you prefer? What would you prefer?
What
To
you mean?
go and invest in your future, or just make it? Just make it day to day.
I'll just say this: since 1969, Pittsburgh Steelers have had 3 coaches. All of them have won one Super Bowl.
Yep.
That's a stat by itself.
Yeah.
When the last time he won one?
I know. Yeah. I get that. But the thing
Larry, look at Bill Belichick. Look at Bill Belichick. Come on, the man got 6 Super Bowls. All right, I mean,
but he was winning Super Bowls. He was winning Super Bowls.
All right, but he got rid of him though.
Because he was getting old and senile.
Oh, whatever. I mean, they still got rid of the guy. I mean, they kind of disrespected him at the end. You know, here's a man like Phil Jackson. You got to put him there with Phil Jackson and some of the great coaches, Pat Riley. And at the end, he got dogged, as far as I'm concerned.
But think about it. If he was that good, wouldn't somebody pick him up?
I was guess we say that. He couldn't even get a job. He went and took a job in North Carolina.
He took a job in college and still lost. That's why they want to fire him.
Was he really still interested in football or that young girlfriend he had?
I was going to say the same thing, Don.
He got a girl. He got a young girlfriend, but he can't get a job.
Yeah, she about 30.
24, something like that.
24. Hey, you can't knock him.
That's enough to get his mind off football.
I thought Belichick outpriced him too.
That could have happened, but I'm just saying the man got 6 Super Bowls.
That's a fact.
They got rid of him.
I count 8 when he was with the Giants, 86 and 90.
Okay, yeah, he won with them, with Lawrence Taylor in there, right? All right.
But the fact is, I mean, nobody wanted him. There was plenty of openings. Nobody wanted him. Nobody.
Okay. Well, nobody wanted him. I mean, maybe for other reasons.
Nobody wanted him.
He could get an assistant coach. He could be assistant
Nobody
coach.
wanted him.
Now, listen how you guys talking. Here's a man that won 6 Super Bowls.
That's a fact.
That's all right.
That's a fact. But no one hired him. And the NFL, who's he coaching?
You might have
Who's
been
coaching, Jerry?
Yeah, what? Go ahead.
Who's coaching?
University of North Carolina.
University of North Carolina.
Where's Belichick coaching?
At North Carolina.
Right, okay. But what I'm saying, I mean, so if a team didn't want him,
nobody.
Another franchise didn't want him, then maybe it's the franchise. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's the franchise.
All of them. Not one team wanted him.
Maybe it's the franchise. And that's what
all of them. But I'm saying nobody wanted him. Not one team wanted him.
And he didn't want to go back to the Jets.
Jets didn't want him either.
No, hey. I don't know whether they wanted him or not, but I know he didn't want to go back
there. You tell me that he's that bad of a coach that nobody wanted him.
Yeah, he didn't. How many wins did North Carolina got?
No.
They didn't win about 3 games.
Say, but how many wins did North Carolina?
He was that bad of a coach that nobody.
Not in his prime, but the league has passed him by.
Okay, I'll go along with that part then.
It happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
hey, fellas, I got like emergency to attend real quick, so I'm gonna have to run.
You good, Don?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Just something going on at the house. I gotta run.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Well, Larry, finish up. I'll pick this up on Tuesday because a guy called me Tuesday. We had you guys wasn't on. I know Bishop was on. We had a topic on Friday. We were talking about superstars. Can you remember that conversation?
Oh, I was on when you talked about the superstar.
Okay. Yeah. And I had a caller that called me after the show.
Okay.
He wanted us to define what is a superstar on this panel. And I told him, I said to call in Friday. He didn't call in, obviously. And I want him to, I wanted you guys to define, because I was saying that we throw that word superstar around very easily. Now we're putting superstars on different people that some do deserve and some don't deserve. And we just throwing it around. I mean, it could be in football, baseball, basketball, but mainly in basketball. So I want you guys to find what is the superstar in your mind. Let me start with you, Kendall.
Well, I think a superstar is generational talent. I believe a superstar is someone who transcends the game beyond the game. They become their normal play. I mean, well, obviously, abnormal players, but they have that must-see addition when it comes to the game. The Michael Jordans, the Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins, who's probably a Hall of Famer, didn't win any NBA title, but he was considered a superstar based on his athletic ability, his likability also. I just think a superstar is someone who transcends the game and allows you to remember them long after the game is being played.
All right, go ahead, Anthony. Give me your opinion.
Yeah, it's a lot of what Kendall said as well, but also they've had iconic moments. They were and the criteria always were you the best at your position for say a 5 to 10 year, at least a 5 to 6 year stretch, and also maybe winning not necessarily winning an MVP per se but it's the sort of thing where it's, and I hate to be cliche, but you sort of know it when you see it. Kareem because of the sky hook. Jordan because of the air, because of being his airness. With LeBron and so on and so forth. The Hall of Fame helps too, but not necessarily. It's a bunch of factors, but it's something that you're set apart from all of the players, from other players, and you allow your teams to be better, like a Magic, like a Bird.
No. I hear what you're saying.
You're asking me my definition. You're asking me my definition. This is my
those
definition.
Guys are megastars. Those guys are generational players.
It's superstar as well, though. That's a superstar as well.
I'm saying but Bill Russell, Kareem, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, LeBron, Steph. Them guys are generational megastars. I mean, these guys they're in a whole different stratosphere. Okay, they're in a different stratosphere. All superstar, but anyway, let me go back around. Go ahead, Bishop. Superstar.
Well, primarily, if you want to define superstar, regardless of what the sport is, that individual is exceptional, actually talented, and very visible. I mean, he's an impact player who leaves an imprint. To me, that's a superstar. All right. And I mean, you don't have all the names that you named, they're great names, but there are other people who fit that description. I mean, I have to call a Scottie Pippen a superstar. I have to call a Charles Barkley a superstar. Those type of people. They might not have won a title anywhere, but the truth of the matter is they were impact players that made an imprint in their sports. If you go to hockey, Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier. I can't think of his name for the Capitals. Ovechkin.
Ovechkin.
Yeah. The point is these guys impact their sport and their game to the place and point that coaches have to make plans that include doing something about them. That's a superstar to me.
Okay, go ahead, Pastor.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's someone that you got a game plan for. That's a superstar. You have to game plan for that person. Like in football, Aaron Donald. Someone you got to make sure that Aaron Donald doesn't wreck the game. That's a superstar. Miles Garrett. You got to make sure that he doesn't wreck the game. In basketball, same thing. It's even though they may not be the megastar, but you got a game plan for that person. That's a superstar, as far as I'm concerned.
Go ahead, my brother.
Throw Reggie White in that mix too. Well, that's
pretty much everybody said what I was going to say. You got your mega stars like a Barry Bonds. During this time of playing, mega stars. You got your superstars. Then you got your all stars. Then you got your good players. It's because even like in the all-star game, everybody's an all-star, but then you got some people in there that are mega stars, some are superstars, and some are just all-stars. That's my take.
No, that's a good take. I'm trying to define it because we're starting to throw this word around, putting labels on folks, and just like, for example, you put up Charles Barkley, right? I want to ask you a question. Can Charles Barkley sit at the same table with Bill Russell and Kareem and Magic and the boys?
Pretty much, yeah. He's probably one of the greatest power forwards ever. So yeah,
he can sit. Let me put it to you this way: if the chairs were numbered and you had 12 chairs, in this particular case, with the superstar's name, Barkley would probably take the 11th or the 12th chair.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna knock that because Charles was good. Charles is a
And I
great
want
player.
to say something else too, Jerry. You got to understand, people who head for superstar status, first of all, have major public appeal. I don't know what's going to happen with Caitlin Clark, but she's on a superstar ride right now. I don't know exactly all that's going on with her. I don't really follow her. But I mean, look at how high level impact she was when she first came to the WNBA.
Yeah, I wish I had Bruce, Larry, and Donald on the show, so it would be complete. We can go around. I don't want to keep on staying on this subject. Okay, Anthony, was Vince Carter a superstar in your
I
opinion?
believe so. Yes. Yes.
What about you, Pastor Walt?
I think the fact that he was able to do it in Canada and the U.S. shows that.
Bishop, was Vince Carter a superstar to you?
Yes,
Okay, I didn't ask you
definitely,
that. What about you, Ken?
definitely.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna be honest
absolutely.
with you. He was
All right,
already at that status. I'm gonna take you back. You guys remember the NBA dunk contest when he just hung on the rim into
Yeah.
the elbow? I mean, that's where he really captured a lot of people, especially the young people.
Okay, all right. Kendall, is Jimmy Butler a superstar?
Superstar. I'm going to put Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets in the superstar realm. I mean, he shows up. He's not a megastar, not a generational talent, but when it's all said and done, he may end up in the Hall of Fame. I would consider Jimmy Butler a superstar.
Superstar or all-star? Superstar. Okay. What about you, Henry? Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler's an all-star, and Vince Carter's a superstar.
What about you, Anthony? Jimmy Butler, is he a superstar in your opinion?
Just under. I mean, he's a great player. I think he's just
He's an all-star. He's an all-star.
I think he's just a tad bit under superstar.
What about you, Pastor?
He's not all-time great, but I think he's definitely in this league right now. He's a superstar. He's not all-time great though, but yeah.
All right, he's a superstar. Okay, all right.
Carried team. Look at the Miami Heat. He was just him pretty much by himself. He carried them when they had no business going to finals. So yeah, you got a game plan for him. You can't leave him wide open.
That's right.
He makes the clutch shots. Yeah, superstar to me, but he's not all-time great.
Okay. What about you, Bishop? He's a superstar?
Yeah, I call him a superstar, and Pastor Welch just made the ultimate argument. How many times has he dismantled and derailed teams that were supposed to go to the NBA Finals, or at least to the Eastern Conference Finals? And it was Jimmy Buckets. That last round with Boston, they made sure that when he was with Miami, they made sure they did something with him. I mean, they were double teaming, in some cases, making sure they got the ball out of the hand, making somebody else beat him.
All right, because I know we got our viewers that's viewing us. I want to make sure we tackle this subject. What about Chris Webber? Was he a superstar, Anthony?
Nah, I wouldn't say something. Again, great ball player, and I don't think he was a superstar per se.
Okay. All right. What do you guys?
Now, a lot of people will say because of either the off the court stuff or whatever. No, I just know he's a great player, but just a tad under superstar.
All-star. Then he was an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you, Pastor Walt?
No, I don't think he's a superstar.
What about you, Bishop?
Nope, not a superstar. Good player.
No, not a superstar. And he was the #1 overall draft pick when they made that switch. Remember Orlando took Penny Hardaway and gave Chris Webber away? I believe he was a good player, not a superstar.
What about you, bro?
He was an all-star.
Also, what about Jaylen Brown, Henry? Superstar?
Jaylen Brown,
For the
all-star.
Celtics, just an all-star.
All-star.
What about you, Kendall?
I don't know, because Jaylen Brown has also got 7 straight 30-point games, and he's got a NBA MVP. He's borderline superstar right now. He's all-star, top of the line. He will be a superstar. He's on his way.
What about you, Bishop?
Well, to me, he's an all-star, and my proof is when Tatum went down in the playoffs, where was Brown? Couldn't find him.
All right. So you saying no, he's not a superstar?
No, he's an all-star, because if he were a superstar, he would have carried that team, even though Tatum went down.
All right. What about you, Pastor Walt?
Tough one, man. So it's now going through all these different eras. He's a good player. I don't know if
Mhm.
he's a superstar. Uh, he's great when they got the dynamic duo there, but yeah, I don't know. I think Tatum's more of a superstar than he is.
Hey, yeah, I'll go with Tatum. I got Tatum. I got like Luca, Joker, and Kawhi Leonard. You know, guys like that. Yeah. Did I get you, Anthony? What about
Yeah.
Jalen? I got you ready.
You know what? I don't want to cop out, but I'm going to say incomplete because he's still got another few more years left to play. He could be college.
Yeah.
Now, Bishop, you said that. I mean, you know, I'm just having a little fun with you guys. You said that Charles Barkley could sit at the table with Kareem. And what about Dwayne Wade? Can he sit at that same table?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, he can sit at the table with Michael Jordan. Then.
Easy.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be able to sit at the table? The man, and if you're counting rings, he got a couple. So
he got 3. He got 3 rings.
yeah, but my point is, why can't he sit at that table? On top of that, he carried his team, clutch when he needed to be, and you know, I mean, he's got all the credentials. So why wouldn't he be able to sit at the table?
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm just like, hey, you guys
You
talk.
watch college football games yesterday, man? Man.
Huh?
College football games? You watch the games yesterday?
Oh, listen, did anyone see? Did anybody see that Georgia Ole Miss game?
Yeah, I
I
did.
saw parts of it.
Absolutely
saw the whole
a
game.
classic.
Oh, by
There's
the way, Indiana,
There's another classic example, Ant, of a coach out coaching himself.
Mhm.
oh, God.
What a
Yeah.
stupid decision.
By the way, Indiana just scored again while we were on the air. So I just
That's
want
what I'm saying. In Indiana, I guess
Wow.
they're real, man. What the coach said? Google me.
Google me. I just win. Google me.
Google me. Listen, I thought they were a fluke, but man.
Yo, he's solid.
They just with Alabama, man. What?
Yeah. You don't.
And Oregon beat them last year. They get a rematch.
Yeah. Now that's. But see, the thing is, now does this speak well or bad of the SEC? Because granted, you had those two teams going at it yesterday with Georgia and Ole Miss, but I was always a little leery with Alabama. I didn't see 38-3 though. I mean, I thought they could beat them, but I think the fact that they opened up a can and a half on them, I think that's just that.
And
the 3 points, Anthony, was scored by their backup quarterback, who's this 6'6" kid who looks real good. And
good.
Remember, the quarterback was a guy for Ferris State.
That's what I'm going to say, man. Listen, we were talking about Lamar Jackson. If they could draft him, man, that kid is good. You hear me? Man, he's good. And he just led Ferris State to a title last year, and they won, 3 in a row? And he just came there just to go to a big school because he was in D2. He was sitting the bench. And they did the Wally pick. The quarterback got hurt, and now they can't get him out.
Yeah.
See, that's the positive. See, that's the positive thing that they don't tell you about the transfer portal. Because for every kid that probably should just go ahead and stay at his school, this is one kid that took advantage of an opportunity, and now he, they could possibly win the whole thing.
And he is good. Did you see he was sprinting back? He almost went in the end zone and threw a dart. Like, oh my God, I was like, man. But I loved it. Did you see before the game that his mom was praying for him? He said he do it every game. He went to the sideline and his mom had his head in, and she was praying for him. The kid is good, man. He's special, man.
All right.
Yeah. That was, say what you want about the playoff. I think for them, this is about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, you're going to get some teams that maybe will either underachieve or when they get to a big spot they get killed. But this is why to steal from Herm Edwards, this is why you play the games.
But especially they were talking about the SEC was dominating, and they're all out. I mean, Miss Ole Miss is gone, but they was dominating before. It's like, they can't play them. Georgia's out, Alabama's out.
Yeah. So
Well, you know what? And I often say,
out of the final 4 teams left, who we got?
Indiana. I mean,
Indiana for me.
You gotta get Indiana, man. They done beat They beat Ohio State. They just dismantled Alabama. They're for real. I gotta go with Indiana.
Indiana.
They got the Heisman Trophy winner. Yeah,
And
I
his
got
brothers is back up.
his brothers is back up. Yeah, ain't that something?
Well, I got to go with Miami because I'm down here in Florida.
Well, I like Miami, but Miami ain't. They're not the Miami of old. I'm sorry. They've done their due.
They almost had that backup. They almost had Georgia playing against their old quarterback. Almost.
Yeah.
Could somebody please hose down Michael Irvin too as well?
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
Please.
If they win it, he might go buck naked if they win.
Michael Irvin, I'm sitting there watching him on the sidelines. I'm starting to wonder, is he back in college again or what?
Yeah.
Man, oh,
We know who you are, Michael. We know who you are.
Yeah,
Please sit down.
Yeah. That was good. I just want to bring that up, Jerry. They was fun.
Oh, yeah.
I got you. That's all good.
Indiana. I mean, I was really impressed because I saw the game when they went to Oregon and beat Oregon in Oregon.
Yeah.
After we threw a pick six. So I said, man, this and they beat Penn State after being down on the road.
Yep.
And then they beat Ohio State and dismantle Alabama. I mean, well, I don't know what else they can do.
Just win the championship. That's all they have left to do.
Yeah.
That's all they have left to do. And then I was saying there aren't many quarterbacks coming out in the draft this year. Indiana's quarterback, I didn't see them all, but I saw a few of them. We got about 4 or 5 quarterbacks coming out. So, for those teams that are in need of quarterbacks, you can rest assured them quarterbacks are going in the top 10, top 15 for sure.
But did you see Kendall where the kid was? He already graduated, the Indiana quarterback.
Okay.
He's already graduated. So his classes he's taking online. So he said they just gives him every opportunity. All he do is think about football. He ain't got to worry about the class because he already. So he's taking classes in Indiana online. So he said all he do is study the playbook, and he said he has to answer for every defense that they throw after him.
Sure does.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Wow.
He sure does.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mendoza.
Yeah.
So it should be a pretty good draft this year for the NFL then, right?
And then you got the guy from Vanderbilt who's telling everybody he's the best player. He went off, told them why they pick him,
Really?
When he lost the Heisman Trophy vote, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
All right. Ken, do a 702, man. Give us a closing prayer, bro.
Yes, sir.
Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for Sports Talk.
Yes.
I thank you for WJRG. I thank you for KMI. I thank you for the gentleman at this line, and especially one of our brothers who left a message that there was a situation, Father. You go before us.
Yes,
and
sir.
you take care of his situation, praise God, in Jesus' name.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, I just thank you just for being an opportunity to just be here to praise you, to praise the Lord with you on Sports Talk. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Great job, Apostle.
I do want to share a quick testimony. I got a phone call yesterday, the first phone call of 2026, and they're having a award show up in Springfield that they're just starting, and they're going to name an award after me.
Amen.
Well deserved.
Yeah, so the guy called, I don't know who he is. He just called me up and said, we got an award that we're going to name after you. I said, what? He said, yeah, it's going to be the media award. So everyone that get that.
There it is.
Like that.
Well deserved, brother.
All right.
Your work has been recognized for I don't know how long. And not
Good job, man.
region. Let me say something, fellas, and y'all listen carefully. We think we just know him in New England. I'm with a group called the Gospel Influencers, over 5 million participants in that. And the name Jerry Green is synonymous. They know who he is.
Hallelujah.
I'm not surprised at all. I am not surprised at all.
Yeah, I just want to share that, man. Another guy called me out of Texas last week. He wanted to do a documentary on me. So, oh my God.
Rest my case.
I
rest my case.
You want to do a documentary? I said, okay. I said, I couldn't say no. I mean, I'm not going to say
better
no.
Not.
You know what I'm saying?
Paid for that.
You want to do a documentary? If God lead me that way, that's fine. But I want to thank you guys, as always, man. I know it's a new year. We had a great 2025, and you guys made the show. I mean, I'm just here to start trouble, but you guys made the show, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. All right, God bless.
Oh, we appreciate you, brother.
God bless.
Jerry, I already know who I'm going to do. This month, I'm going to do on Roger Craig.
Yeah.
the former
Oh,
49er.
nice.
And
Yeah.
then next month, the Boston Strangler,
Ooh.
Andrew Thomas.
Andrew.
Andrew is
okay,
my favorite player.
You win. You win.
That's my
I can't
favorite
wait to see that one.
basketball
There's
player.
no way back this year.
And what you
Let's
said, that's one of your favorites. Say it again, Andy.
He is my favorite basketball player, Andrew
All
Thomas.
right. All
Yeah.
right.
Make
See
sure I
everybody
get
Tuesday
a copy
night,
of
all right?
that newsletter.
All right.
God bless everybody.
Mhm.
Amen.
Later.
Later.
All right, God
Make
bless.
sure I
You
get
guys
a
have
copy
good